We are going to be taking a look at assignment operators. Now, we are going to look at these assignment operators as the previous video with the help of examples. Before looking into our first assignment operator, let's first say where a equals to 5. Now, if we need to increment the value of a by 5, we need to say a equals to a plus 5. There's nothing wrong with this code, but still, is there a better way to write this code? If there's nothing wrong with the code, then why do you want to change it? I'll tell you why do you want to change this code in a minute. Now, first, let's look at the solution. We could write this as a plus equals to 5. And there we go, that is your first assignment operator. And to the utmost surprise, we are already using an assignment operator over here. This equals to symbol is already an assignment operator because we are assigning the variable a value of 5. Now we could do the same for subtraction, multiplication, division and modulo. So let's take a look at an example of these things. Let's just say console.log addition. Let's just copy paste this. Come on. There we go. Now let's look at subtraction. Let's just say console.log subtraction comma a minus equals to 5. Subtraction, the answer is 5, but still the value of a is 5. Why is it 5? Because the value of a was incremented by 5 over here and is again decremented by 5 over in this statement. I hope you understand that. And if you want to see that more clearly, let's just declare where b is equals to 5 and let's just say b minus 5 and we get 0. I hope you understand the concept over here. And now let's look at multiplication. Console.log multiplication. For clarity, let's just declare another variable where c equals to 2. Now let's just say c star equals to 2 and that gives you 4. Now let's look at division. Console.log division c by equals to 2 and that gives you 2. It's just similar to the subtraction example. So for even more clarity, let's just say where d equals to 2 and now let's just say d and that gives you 1. Now let's look at the modulo operator and let's just declare a new variable where e equals to 5 and let's just do console.log modulo let's just say e modulo equals to. Now if you don't remember what modulo is, it gives you the remainder of a division. I'm trying to impress someone with this code. No, I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just writing clean readable code. This might be a too early advice for beginners, but as you move on to the course, always focus on writing more readable code. In the previous video, I forgot to tell you something more important about the addition operator. You see, the addition operator is special. Now, let's look at an example. The addition operator can add strings. That is, it can say like hello. We took a brief look at it in the previous example, but I just want to explain more about what addition operator is capable of. It can add strings, it can add numbers, but the beauty of addition operator is it can even add numbers and string. You'll see what I'm saying. Hello, and let's just say plus 5, and it says hello 5. How's it happening? The plus operator is converting 5 into a string on the go. That is, when we say hello plus 5, the 5 is converted into a string and then appended to the hello string. That is the beauty of the addition operator in JavaScript. Now first, let's take a look at the comparison operator. The first comparison operator we are going to be taking a look at is the equality operator. Now let's just say 3 double equals 3 and it returns 2. That's what equality operator does. But we have got a gotcha here. That is, let's just say the number 3 is double equals to the string 3 and it still returns true. The equality operator, that is the double equals operator, doesn't check whether the type are same or not. It just checks if the value are same. To check the type, we need to add one more equal, that is the triple equals. In the JavaScript community, people say like triple equals is for strict comparison and the double equals for loose comparison because triple equals checks for type and the value, whereas double equals only checks for value. And there is a less than operator, 3 less than 5, which returns true. And there is the greater than operator, 3 greater than 5, which returns false. And there is the less than or equal to operator. What it says is the number might be either less than or equal to 3. And there is the greater than or equal to operator. Now we are going to be looking at something known as the not operator. If you are from another programming language, you might be already familiar with the not operator. The not operator has a symbol of exclamatory mark. So let's look at an example. Let's just say 3 not equals to 3 and it returns false because 3 equals to 3, and this also doesn't check for type. That is, let's just say 3 not equals to the string 3 and it still returns false. To check for the types, we need to add the double equals here. This works similar to the equality operator. Now let's take a look at logical operators. Now don't worry if you can't get a grasp of it. We are going to be looking at more logical operators in the future video when we are speaking about conditionals. Now let's take a look at an example of what logical operators are. Let's just say 5 greater than 3 and 3 greater than 5, and it returns false, and we are going to see why. Now consider this and this to be two different statements and this as a comparison operator. Now 5 greater than 3 is true, but 3 greater than 5 is false. The AND operator evaluates to true only if both the statements are evaluated to true. Now let's look at the next operator, the OR operator. The OR operator evaluates to true if any one of these statements is true. Now let's look at the logical not operator. Let's just say true over here and then add a logical not before it and it evaluates to false. That's what logical operator does. It returns the opposite of what the value is. We can say not false and it will return true. Let's look at an example. Let's just say 5 greater than 3. Now let's say not of 5 greater than 3 and it evaluates to false. Alright, that's it for today. Hope you're enjoying the playlist. Have a great time.